starting in 2018. Researchers begin to call for war for talent. Part 2, pointing to an ever-tightening full-time job market in categories ranging from technology to marketing, creative design, analytics, and all forms of knowledge work. And then in the spring of 2020, here comes the COVID pandemic, which ushered in a wave of burnout over the coming months. And today we have a crisis bubbling up between workers and leaders. It's a conflict about whether you continue to work at home or you have to go in to the risk environment of the office. Millions will leave for that reason alone. And then there's been a paradigm shift for so many who now consider the importance of life versus the importance of the job at hand. That's why in May of this year, economists started to call for the Great Resignation, a wave of millions of people leaving their current jobs. Now, I've reviewed these numbers. Consider this. 9 out of 10 people are currently in consideration of a job change. 51% of them are doing something about it. Researching, posting their resume, talking to their friends and colleagues. The most conservative prediction I've seen suggests that 25% of workers will job leap in 2022. Recent research at Upwork also finds that 10 million people that are leaving the full-time workforce are considering never coming back, choosing instead the flexibility of becoming a freelancer. As one executive recently quipped, the skills gap is turning into a skills canyon. Now, what does this mean to you? Well, if they're not already, your managers are going to be drowning in digital transformation or business growth debt, where they cannot resource the work as requirements pile up. Customer service backlogs will drag down your reputation, projects will run late or never get launched, programs will get canceled, and for so many companies, business will grind to a halt. But those companies that think upstream, putting a prevention in place for this discontinuity, they will gain a market edge over those that don't for years to come. Just consider the case of information technology. CIO Dive documents that your managers are losing 3 to 9 hours every week trying to use talent acquisition or antiquated staffing solutions to fill their skills gaps. I think that the difference between thinking tactical and thinking strategic comes down to which end of the stream you're looking at. If you think prevention, solving a problem before it happens, you're thinking upstream, and that's strategic. If you're reactive, that's thinking downstream, and for your company, that's an incredible risk.